Hi everybody, welcome back to my Zero Carb Life. I'm Kelly Hogan, this is James Hogan. This is now the 5th time that we've started this video because...
well, it's just weird, like...
we're at a loss.
we don't know really what to say. I mean, it's bad out there, like people are dying, people are getting very sick, and
yet for most of us, and most of you watching, you probably don't know anybody that's actually sick and dying. You're mostly just sitting in your house with more time on your hands. Maybe less money too. I mean, like, economically we're struggling. There are people out there really physically sick and struggling, especially around the world right now.
it's tough.
We don't know how to exactly kick off a carnivore video right now, but we decided to do it from our couch this time because it just felt right.
So, you know, how are you?
Well, I'm pretty good. I'm normally teaching in a classroom all day, every day, and now I'm at home with our 3 children who are actually really decent little students.
They're pretty good.
They've been fine.
You've been homeschooling almost, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like Little House on the Prairie.
A little bit like that. This is the first time I've put on real clothes and done some hair and makeup much lately.
Just we don't live on a prairie either.
No, I don't even have a garden because I don't eat vegetables. Now that I think about it, I'd be a terrible homeschool mom.
Totes.
But I'm a pretty good mom schooling at home right now.
That's right.
I'm just schooling at home.
Yeah.
Kind of doing my thing. And we're doing all right.
We're doing all right.
We've got food, we've got toilet paper, and I even have some hand sanitizer. The kids are feeling good. We're all feeling fine. I think that's most important, right? We're
It could
just...
be a lot worse for us. And it's a lot worse for other people.
And I know for some of you it may be terrible right now. So the reason I think we've started over 5 times is I don't know if I should be... I feel kind of okay and happy, but I don't want to come across as glib and nonchalant and like I don't care that there's a pandemic going on. Does that make sense?
I think it does.
Okay.
Yeah. So we're thinking about you.
Mm-hmm.
And we're praying for you. And we hope that you're doing well and staying safe.
Yeah.
And, you know, but there's a lot of great things that come out of difficult situations.
Yes.
And I think people are doing their best to just pick up their lives and move along as best as they can. And you know what people still do?
What's that?
They ask you questions.
I was hoping.
Yeah. So, let's start off, and we'll get through them as quick as we can, because there's a lot.
Okay.
Chris starts off with, did you stock up on anything before this whole virus?
Well, I tried to stock up on toilet paper and hand sanitizer, but all of you apparently beat me to it. Because by the time I got there to just even do the normal shopping, there was not much left. What I did stock up on was bacon. Because bacon is very thin, not each strip, but each pack of bacon when you turn it sideways.
It's like toilet paper.
Yeah, not quite that thin, but yeah, it's pretty thin. And you can line up a lot of bacon in a freezer, and each pack of bacon will give you a lot of calories. It's tasty. It's cheap.
You can freeze it.
I got bacon. Oh, it freezes so easily, even in its original packaging. You don't have to take it off
Makes
of the
it sound
foam.
like things are like hard to freeze.
All right, so some things are more annoying to freeze. Like if you buy meat from the grocery store and it's got that little foam thing under it, you're not supposed to freeze it like that. What is it?
It's not foam, it's absorbent material.
The absorbent material,
It's
but
a diaper.
isn't it? Does kind of seem like a little meat diaper. Ugh. Okay, we got to take all that off, and then you're supposed
freeze
to
it.
wrap
Yeah.
it in aluminum foil and put it in a freezer bag or something. But bacon, no, you do nothing to it. You
There's
just
no
take
diapers in bacon.
There's no diapers in bacon. You just stick it in the
Okay.
freezer. Also, I found bacon for $2.98 a pound, and that's hard to beat, and it's
Fair
delicious.
Sinara asks, do you drink seltzer water?
Oh, Sonara. I do. I don't talk about it a lot, so normally in videos I've got just a glass of regular water, which is a wonderful option. My family,
We're not being sponsored by Polar, but here you go.
my children, my husband, and even myself drink quite a bit of seltzer water.
Oh, it's good.
It's water with carbonation.
Fizzy and effervescent.
It's not sweetened. If it were sweetened with anything, I wouldn't touch it with a 10-foot pole.
Just water that has gas.
Water with gas, that's
Yeah.
true. And some of them have natural flavorings, which is like the essence. It's the smell, similar to how they make flavored coffees.
I
They
have
put-
an essence, don't I?
Yeah, it's nice.
Ooh.
They put the essence as the smell of it into the water more than the taste. So if you were to close your nose, you wouldn't really taste any flavoring.
So
Look,
it's water.
It's water, but...
You can drink water.
Yeah, but if it causes you any issues at all, carnivores, there are a lot of hardcore carnivores who would not touch this stuff with a 10-foot pole. They don't care if it's got sugar or sweeteners or not. Look, it's got a picture of fruit on it, so they ain't having it.
It's very bright.
They're not having it.
Okay.
That's fine. Don't drink it.
If it makes you eat a donut, don't drink it.
Yes.
I guess. I mean...
Yes. If you drink it and then you find yourself wanting
But also,
sweets,
like...
stay away from the seltzer. But...
That's for any behavior. If you find yourself walking into a Dunkin' Donuts and eating donuts...
Then don't do that.
Don't do that.
If you were to bang your head against the wall and want a donut, stop banging your head against the wall. Whatever it is that's making you crave sweets...
Seek medical attention if you...
Don't do that thing, including seltzer, including coffee, including anything that's making you want sweets.
You might need a concussion
Even gum.
protocol.
Don't do it.
All right. Okay, Jackie asks, do you eat your burger patties cold with bacon fat?
I do, actually. Yes, that's exactly how I eat them every day. I prefer them cold if I can't get them fresh from either your grill or the McDonald's griddle.
Yep.
I like them fresh or I like them cold. I take them out of the fridge, I put cold bacon grease on it, lathers on like icing or butter, cold butter. And I like them cold.
Good. Shatanya says, I've been carnivore for almost 2 months, and with the pandemic, I'm finding myself eating off track. How do you handle stress eating and sugar cravings?
Well,
Shatanya, feeling you. It's a tough time. And let me just, I'm sorry, I know it's your show.
oh, go on.
It's stressful times. We're all stress eating. We're stress drinking. We're just stressed. I mean, because, if you turned on the news or looked at Twitter or Facebook, it's tough out there. So forgive yourself, go to bed, wake up tomorrow morning and get back on that horse.
Yes. I'm going to add to that. Excellent advice, by the way.
Thanks.
Have I been stress eating? I have been stress eating some bacon and just meat, right? James has found me right before bed with the fridge door open just eating bacon. And he even said one night, are you stress eating bacon right now? And I said, I am. And I said it about like that, right? I am. Yes. And that's perfectly okay. If you're wanting meat, eat meat. If you're wanting donuts, I'm going to tell you that it may seem like you're being kind to yourself by saying, you know what, it's a pandemic, I should do something nice for myself and have a treat with sugar. I've been through sugar withdrawals once, and it was horrible. It was so bad that I said I will never do it again. And that's why I haven't. I legit haven't. Somebody else asked me, seriously, truly, could you tell us, have you cheated? You know that I went through the withdrawals one time, and you've never ever seen me touch it since because I haven't gone near it. To me, it would be doing myself a disservice to go through all of that again. I don't want to. So be kind to yourself by eating when you're hungry, but please try to stick to foods that are going to make your immune system even stronger. Meat, nutrient-dense foods that aren't going to make you crave junk and that aren't going to make you go through the horrible sugar withdrawals again is actually about the most kind thing that I can think of that you could do for yourself. Not cheating. I think society sets us up to think that cheating is being graceful to yourself when really you're just causing your own health to go downhill and making yourself suffer more.
You could also have a burger accountability partner.
I think that should be a thing now.
Or a burger promise ring. It says that you're saving yourself from McDonald's.
A burger promise. Please get me one.
Which brings us, interestingly, to the next question from Chastity.
Very good. Well played.
She wants to know if you've ever eaten cream cheese.
I mean, I have eaten it, and sometimes I still do. It's pretty rare, though. Usually just in the little birthday cakes that I make for our daughters. And 2 of our kids had birthdays this week.
Yeah.
And I had some of their oopsie cake, which has 3 ingredients. Oopsie. I had some cake.
Oops.
But it was...
Oh, look at that.
Eggs,
I ate it.
Eggs, cream cheese, and heavy cream are the only 3 ingredients.
Hang on just a second. That sounds like a great recipe. Where could I find it?
You could go to my zerocarblife.com and
right.
find the recipe on there. Also, nice shirt, man. It is soft.
Thank you very much.
So I just got these shirts in, and it's now my new favorite t-shirt. And I would have worn it on the show, but I thought both of us might be too much. It looks very good on you, though.
Oh, thank you.
If any of you would like one of these shirts, there are 2 ways to get one. Number 1, you could be a guest on this show, and you will automatically get one of these shirts.
But you have to be a guest 4 times.
Most everybody gets one after just their first time. I'm sorry. Or you could just comment below and say, gift. And
That's it? That's all you have to do?
yeah,
Gift?
gift. And then I will try to send out some t-shirts. I will send out some t-shirts.
All right. So, Stephanie wants to know if people can eat carnivore without a gallbladder.
Yes, you can. I do not have a gallbladder. After my 3rd child was born,
You lost it.
I lost it because I was just busy. It's in the couch somewhere.
It's in the freezer.
So, you may not know this, but, all right, you do know this.
I know all about it.
A really common occurrence is for women to end up having a low-functioning gallbladder the more children they have. And, in fact, right after a child is born is the most common time for any person to lose their gallbladder. So, women in their 20s
Just
and
woke
30s...
up like, oh, there's a baby. Where's the gallbladder?
Yes. Apparently it's too much for you to have both, a baby and a gallbladder. It's a lot to keep up
Particularly
with.
your 3rd time around.
So after our 3rd child was born, my
Just had that
gallbladder
sucker.
had to have it taken out. Because it was low functioning, I wasn't having any of the pain.
Now, that's not being fair to
ideal.
the gallbladder. You know, he didn't have a lot of motivation.
He was the lazy gallbladder.
well.
But within 48 hours, I was back to burgers with bacon grease, and I've had no trouble ever since. I can eat carnivore without any problem. My doctor said he did not in any way think it was diet related as far as why I needed to have it out.
No, it's just he was lazy.
In fact, most people who have gallbladder issues typically are eating a very standard American diet, or they just had a baby. So that applied to me. It was a pretty simple procedure, and I haven't missed it at all, honestly.
Not even once.
No,
Oh, that's sad.
I know.
Jamie wants to know why McDonald's puts lettuce under their burger patties. And
that's-
not like just on the bun, like
No.
in a tub.
So when I go to McDonald's, as I often do, I say, I'd like 8 quarter-pound beef patties, just the meat, please.
And they still put in lettuce.
Sometimes I even say, I'd like 8 quarter-pound beef patties, no lettuce, please.
So weird.
And they still sometimes put in the lettuce.
They
There's
really want you to have that.
either A, they feel like I
Lady,
just
you need some lettuce.
Yeah, maybe they want me to have fiber. I don't need it, don't want it, and it stinks so badly. It smells up my car. I even made a meme about it.
That's not why your car smells.
Well, it's the
3D.
children, yes.
Yeah.
It's the children and the lettuce.
Yeah.
Those are the 2 reasons my van smells. They put it in there because it looks good. I've asked them. I've even asked some really high up McDonald's people, and I'm not talking like the manager of our McDonald's.
No,
I mean,
she's
like
talking like Ronald McDonald.
himself.
Yeah.
Ronald said it's just for aesthetic purposes. It looks nice, but what they don't realize is by the time you get it home and take it off, it does not look nice. It's like this shriveled up piece of...
Spinach. I mean, it
It's
looks
so
horrible.
gross.
Yeah.
So
It's
that's
funny
why.
that-
People suspect that it's because the containers can't handle that high of a heat, but no, they're containers, unless it's the salad bowl, which is not... they should not be using that. They are rated for high heat, incling a burger patty. That's not it.
put these burger patties in? You got a salad bowl? Yeah.
No to the salad bowl.
All right, last question. Christine asks if you have, if your eating has changed during the quarantine time.
No.
No,
My eating hasn't changed in over a decade. You can attest to this.
that's right. No, but you know, look, I think the very good news is, you know, fortunately where we live, you can't go inside of a restaurant, but you can go through a drive-through and you can take out food or takeaway, as
Yes.
our friends call it, and so you can maintain what you're doing there. And we've got a nice little stash. I can't grill bacon, but the other stuff that's in the freezer.
Yeah, if it happens to where we're really, like the drive-through shut down, I do have a lot of meat in the freezer, not just bacon. I've got a lot of frozen burger patties, lots of steaks. We're going to just take to grilling.
Yeah.
I'm ready for that, but as long as it's open and our county has not, I think as of right now, our county has 11 cases, which is not nothing, and I know that that tends to change very quickly. We're not discounting that at all. That's scary. That's scary as crap. But for right now, the drive-thrus are still operational, and I'm still going some.
And if this thing blows over, we're going to have a great big cookout.
Yes, we are. It will be eaten. I never feel weird about buying meat.
It will be eaten.
It will be eaten.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks for coming on for your fourth time.
Yeah, I know we struggled to try and figure out what to say, but I think hang in, wash your hands, right? And help each other out.
Yes, help each other out and find ways to do something that makes you happy. If you have beautiful weather,
get out.
Go outside away from everyone, but go outside, eat some tasty meat. Don't feel like you need to make yourself go hungry or hold back from meat. That might be the best thing for you right now. Get all of the nutrient-dense foods in you that you can. Meat and eggs, especially those two things. Dairy if you need it to get through. And
maybe it's a good time to get that burger accountability partner, just so you have someone to talk to.
Absolutely. And I just had a thought real quickly. This might be the perfect time to start carnivore. You have no parties to avoid, like baby shower cakes, no weddings to avoid. There's nothing going on in most of the world event-wise. You could just huddle up in your house, eat meat all you want, and no one is going to question you. And if they do, they're going to be 6 feet, 9 feet away. They probably won't even notice what you're eating from that far over there anyway, right?
Is that a Frisbee?
Burger patty. Could be a brownie for all you know. I'm eating whatever I want. Social distancing. Social distancing. So it's a great time to be a carnivore, everybody.
Get started.
Yeah, get started.
Have fun. Hang in. Be safe.